concept of working from anywhere started as an unintended consequence of the COVID-19 pandemic. As regions began to lock down, many people became unable to return to their country of employment or locally to their normal place of work. Some individuals chose to leave their place of employment and return to their home country to work and be with their families. Remote working became a necessity in many sectors, and as technology improved to support it, certain employees realised that they could do their work from anywhere. Additionally, employers recognised the opportunity to employ from anywhere, giving them access to a wider talent pool. Tax authorities were initially flexible and short-term concessions became available, though many have now lapsed. Today, a common question businesses of all shapes and sizes face is, can employees continue to work from anywhere, extending the new prospect of more flexible work arrangements into the future, and do employers wish to support this? We have produced a series of videos and dedicated our 2021 thought leadership to this topic. We explore the tax and non-tax implications of allowing greater flexibility in terms of working remotely across international or interstate borders. Employees could have a variety of reasons for wishing to work remotely, but neither they nor their employer may be fully aware of the compliance obligations and risks that can arise.
Irrespective of where individuals choose to live, an important consideration is tax. Tax is a global concept, and an individual needs to understand the tax implications when working and living in an alternative jurisdiction. Take employment income. What should employees be considering when they make a remote working request? The first is tax residency. When making a decision on working in a different location, whether that be crossing an international border or interstate borders domestically, it is important for the individual to understand if and how their tax residence may be affected and the impact that has on their tax affairs. Similarly, how will their change in location impact their Social Security arrangements and where are the contributions due? A change in location may mean increased compliance obligations, the most obvious being the requirement to file a tax return.
Now consider personal income. What about an individual's personal circumstances? Do other sources of income need to be taken into account? For a new trainee, moving location may have limited non-employment income. However, a more senior individual may have more complex personal affairs. Have they considered the tax treatment of pensions, personal wealth and investments, and inheritance tax risks?
Turning to the employer. For the employer, an approach where employees can work from anywhere can sound appealing. Yet there are wide-ranging considerations. Does having an employee in a different jurisdiction give rise to withholding obligation and potentially the requirement to a payroll? Are there additional reporting obligations and filing requirements? Has the liability for the employer's Social Security contribution shifted, causing differences in the rates to be paid? These factors alone may increase the cost of employing an individual.
The employer's corporate tax position is vital. An employer needs to be alert to the potential impact of having an employee performing duties outside of their home location and the nature of these duties. Has a corporate presence, i.e. a permanent establishment, been created unintentionally? And what are the compliance and tax costs that might come with that?
Non-tax considerations can be complicated to navigate. Employers must consider regulatory requirements, legal implications such as labour laws and differing employee rights, the security of systems and data privacy in a new jurisdiction, and continue to ensure the duty of care to the employees, insurance coverage, right to work permits or visas are in place. and effective line management and HR protocols are maintained. As we've seen, a myriad of considerations exist for the employer, both tax and non-tax. Employers' policies should be based upon the level of flexibility that they wish to offer and against which requests for international or cross-state remote working can be made. We invite you to take a further look at some of our thinking in each of these areas. BDO's highly integrated network of global employer services teams are well placed to advise employers and their employees on the tax and wider considerations arising from future working arrangements. Harnessing the strength of BDO's international network means that wherever our clients are or want to be, BDO are there to support them.